It's Dingodile. He's got some cool skins that earn 10 CTR tokens. Ah! So it tells you how you get them. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's cool. Look on the pit stop. It's, wow, summer vacation time. That's pretty cool. I like that it tells you. And it's instant changing as well. That's awesome. His turning is really quite not great. But that's alright. Oh, interesting. It's only 10 relics. Did it always used to be 10 relics? I thought it used to be, Oh, look at the save point. The save point is awesome. I thought it used to be fully 18 or 17.
This is the load save screen. There are 5 of these screens, 1 in each world section. When you want to load or save a game, go to one of these screens. To access it, drive up to the screen and follow the directions.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. does sound a bit. But yeah, that's cool. I can get behind that. Oh man, this place is awesome. Oh man, hey, Oxide! Huh, that's cool. So Oxide just sort of taunts you until you face him. That's pretty rad. So that's the gems. I presume you need all the CTR tokens again, like usual. But the reason I wanted to be Dingodile is because I sort of used Coco in the first area because I just prefer playing as Coco. But there was a Coco track right here. But there was also a Dingodile track, and there's also, I guess, a Tiger track. But hey, we're doing this way. We're doing this way because this way. It's the way I do. So yeah, Coco. This will be fun. This is a fantastic track. I'll actually, so I mentioned in the first part that Oxide cuts a corner here, that he didn't in the original when you face the Oxide ghosts. I will show you what that corner is. It's a really fun corner to cut, actually. It's a really, really fun track. Also, this track looks beautiful. Especially, just, look at that! Oh my god! It's gorgeous! Absolutely gorgeous. And there's Coco just almost evilly smiling at everyone. Crash! I want my laptop batteries, Crash! It's so good! I need them, Crash! But anyway, that's said and done. This is the corner that Oxide cuts. He didn't before, he does now, so good for him, I guess. Very inconvenient for me. But no, it's super cool. I just absolutely adore how this track looks. It is incredible. It really is. Like, just, it's so impressive. It's changed so much. And the castle in the background actually kind of reminds me of Happily Ever Faster from Tag Team Racing. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but that's the vibe I'm getting. So, my plan is to stream the game a lot. If you would like me to do a hard difficulty playthrough and also a classic mode playthrough, I'm more than happy to do that. I would very much be up for that. It's up to what you guys want. What do you want to see from me? Tell me in the comments below. I'm very much up for anything. I'm super hyped to play this game, and I'm looking forward to driving as all the classes to work out exactly what they do. So there are only 4 classes. Crash being middle of the road, although he actually seems to have more than middle, because in the original Crash Team Racing he was middle of the road. He seems to be more weighted towards above middle. A Gorilla Dingodile. Is that a gorilla colour? Sure, let's say it is. But yeah, it seems to be more middle of the road kind of thing. Then there's Dingodile, who prioritizes extreme speed, but mid-acceleration and low turning. Very low turning. It's very hard to turn with him. Same with Tiny. Polar and Pura, they have really good turning, I think, poor acceleration and mid-speed, I think. I might be wrong. And then there's Coco, who has mid-turning, super high acceleration, mid-speed. Oh, that is awesome. That is so cool.
Congratulations! You win a trophy!
Oh my god, what is that Uka voice?
The more Wumpa fruit you collect, the faster your cart will go. If you collect and hold 10 Wumpa fruits, you'll be juiced up and your power-up will become more potent.
So will your sperm will also be more potent, which is pretty handy. You unlocked a new sticker, Coco, when she's really a little drunk looking. Cool.
Congratulations! You have just earned your first customization item.
Did I?
Change and customize your character and cart.
I guess I technically did in this playthrough. But fair enough. Thanks. Oh, actually, that's something I didn't mention in the last part. We unlocked the ability to play as Ripperoo by beating Ripperoo, but because I'd done that in a playthrough already, or just like a testing the game, that didn't happen.
You must race other open tracks and come in first.
Gotcha. So yes, that's a thing. So we're going to Tiger Temple. I love this track. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it looks. I'm not massively keen to play at Papu's Pyramid as Dingo, you know, the poor turning character. We'll see how it goes, though. It'll be fun. Fun and challenging. Good stuff. But yeah, no. I feel like I was talking about something and totally forgot what it was. That's fine. That's all good. But you know, I just can't believe this is actually out. Oh my god, that's gorgeous! Oh wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's so cool. Let's go. Let's do this. So it's really good because they're adding more characters through cups and stuff. It's very likely we're going to get Brio and hopefully Nina at some point as well. Hey, is that a trophy? Nope, you have to do it through different means. There is a trophy for stopping a missile, but I've either already got it or I guess you can get it afterwards. Avoid! Oh, never mind, I tried. So yes, you can hit the wall here to get inside. Which is pretty cool. Was that tiger being chased by a chicken? Did look like it. But the the great thing about weapons in this game is with bombs you can fire them backwards, and with stuff like bottles you can fire them forwards. There's also a shield power-up, which you can also throw away as well. If you hit someone, it'll hurt them and get rid of it. But if you you can also use your weapon to essentially throw it away. It's pretty cool. And we, I guess, are not going in the shortcut. That's fine, we don't need to go in there all the time. That shortcut doesn't deserve us. Not like you go in it anyway when you're racing against Oxide, because you don't have weapons. So, that ain't gonna happen. So we'll just have to deal with that. So cool, there's so much detail into all the tracks, loads of little things here and there, and I would love to be able to actually like properly appreciate all of it, because I recognise that I can't, because I'm, you know, racing. But yeah, it's awesome, it's absolutely awesome. I'm quite liking how Dingo controls actually. I didn't used to in CTR, but I quite like it here. Coco is probably still going to be my main, but I'm not opposed to using a fast, slow turner, actually. There you go, 40. Nice. I was hoping to get sub 40, but I'll take it. Yeah, I got 20 coins on that one. I wonder why it gives you less on some as opposed to other. Maybe it's by beating a certain lap time, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. If you hear like a glass, that would be because I've got a drink. I feel it is a helpful thing to have a drink whilst you record. It's healthy. It's helps the throat, because, you know, you're talking a lot. Oh, it's Retro Cortex, look at that! Okay, so for the final place, I'm going to be Cortex. And I think I'll be Retro Cortex, because that's awesome. That's so cool.
To get around a tight turn or to face a direction quickly, Use the brake slide by pressing and holding the brake button while turning hard.
Gotcha. Ooh. Ooh, Team France. Nice. Yeah, Entrance and Crunch from Nitro Kart are in the game, though they didn't originate in Nitro Kart, of course. Crunch was originally in Ralph Cortex on the PS2, and Entrance was in its own Game Boy Advance game. It's so cool. I can't get over how cool this game is. It's actually out. And I suppose now is a good time to talk about the future of Crash. So my question for you this video will be, what do you want to see for the future of Crash? And I guess also by extension Spyro, because Activision makes both. I think making a new Crash, making a remake of an old Crash or Spyro game is no longer needed. Oh my god, this is so cool. Oh, it's a Hunter Lab assistant. Yeah, I don't think it's needed anymore, because, like, yeah, there are going to be some people who say Twin Sanity is great, and I do like Twin Sanity a lot, and some people really like Ralph Cortex, and, oh dear, and yeah, they're fantastic games, but at the same time, I feel like, in the general overall, these games are really good, like, they should be remade. It's not a huge amount of people really love them per se, if that makes sense. So, whoa. So I don't know. I personally don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think there should be any more remakes. I think now we've got Beanox to make racing games. We got Vicarious Visions to make Crash platformers, and we got Toys for Bob to make new Spyro games. I think the remake should be done. This is the time for brand new titles, and that's exciting. I think that's really exciting. There's so much potential for the series, and I hope that I say hope. I think that Activision knows just what kind of gold mine they're sitting on. So they're not going to squander that opportunity, I don't think. But hey, I might be wrong. Maybe they will. But I doubt it. And it's exciting, right? I think it's exciting. So there is actually a trophy, and I don't think it's going to happen in the earlier races, but especially when the difficulty ramps up, because the difficulty does get harder. There's a trophy where you have to win by 0.3 of a second, which is actually quite a big ask. That's quite the challenge. So we'll see how that goes. But I like the idea. Pretty good lap. Not quite as good as I've gotten in CTR. I've been getting 33s, 34s, so... Because I think the speed levels are about the same as the original game. It's just getting used to the new turning mechanics, because it is different. I think the jumping and also by extension drifting is a little bit heavier, and you can't do it as frequently when you land, I don't think. So adjusting to that is a little bit tricky, because you had a lot more freedom in that respect, and also maintaining speed, I don't quite understand how it works in this game. Not yet, at least. Because there's Is he going to tell us more? Yep, there's still more words of wisdom. He will run out of them.
The longer you're in the air, the bigger the boost you'll get when you land. For a bigger boost, get extra air by hopping off jumps using the hop button.
Yes. Yeah, like before, if you wanted to maintain your speed... Oh, sweet. You kept hopping, and... Yeah, you kept hopping, and you kept basically maintaining a bit more speed, and but in this game, it seems to cancel it out at times, and that doesn't work so much. So I'm trying to work out exactly how you maintain your speed in this game, because it doesn't appear to be the same, or maybe there's a specific timing you need to do to keep it that way. But I have seen people maintain speed for an entire lap at like a ludicrous pace, so it's definitely possible. It's just about learning how it's done. $5 soda. Was that dollar or was that cents? It's either ludicrously cheap or ludicrously expensive. No, it's cents. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't drink that. That sounds like a terrible idea. You will die. You will almost certainly die. So, I was very fortunate and got to play the game back in February, and made a couple of videos, and oh, look at Crash's car. I made a couple of videos, and I thought I played well. I didn't do like super drifting or anything, but I thought I played generally well. And the majority of the interwebs thought I was alright at the game. And then there were a bunch of people who said I was truly the worst player they've ever seen. And considering the amount of people I'd actually seen play, I don't think that's wholly true. But I wasn't playing at like a god tier standard or anything. But I don't think I was bad. A tad harsh maybe. But I think there was a slight fault of my own, for I didn't actually play Crash Team Racing just before I got there, which I probably should have, but I was stupidly busy with a bunch of stuff. So I didn't like brush up on Crash Team Racing, because I mean I've played it so many times. I was like, oh yeah, now I know what it feels like. I remember what it's like to play. Turns out that's not strictly true. Like, whilst I did remember certain things, there are elements of it which you don't really recall without playing very recently. Like when it's fresh in your mind, you're like, oh yeah, of course, there's that. That's something I distinctly remember now. Nice. But no, it was super fun to play back then, and it was an incredible opportunity. Very, very grateful for the opportunity to play it. We nailed it. Yeah, no, I absolutely, I'm absolutely loving this, to actually, to play it, because it's out now. My mind just keeps getting blown the more I see this game. It's just such a cool game. It's so good. And I get to play online against people as well. Like, this is the dream. Like, I would play against friends like years ago, but like these people don't want to play it anymore. It's like, well, fine. Now there are so many online that I can play it with. What is Cortex? What even is he? I don't know.
Papu much tired of watching puny slugs race so slow. Papu wanting action to lay Boom down big and prove Papu is world's best driver. Papu moves so fast, you munch tracks.
That was an amazing cutscene. That was awesome. So I think the reason we're getting so many Team Trance items is because Dingo is on Team Trance in Nitro-Fueled, if I recall correctly. Team Crash was Crash, Coco, Crunch. Team Cortex was Cortex, Tiny, and Engine. And there was Team Trance, which was Trance, Dingo, and Pura, I think? And then Team Velo was... I forget, to be honest. But yeah, it was a weird like set of characters for that one. Like they had weird categories for who was on which team. Oh man, I love how the shield looks in this. The shield looks amazing. So I'm assuming Papu's gonna have the same speed attributes as Dingo, just judging from how fast he's going, because he seems pretty fast on the straights. He's good at turning, but then again this is his tracks, so that's not too surprising. I wonder if in hard modes the bosses cut the corners there. I wonder, actually, that would be cool. Maybe they do. I haven't tested, I don't know. That would be really cool. I know that the AI is brutal. Like, I tried one race against the AI and they did not mess around. So I figured it would be safe to go normal for the first playthrough. Like, not too hard, not too easy, especially later down the line. I love that jump though, it's so much fun. It seems easier in this version actually. I don't know whether it is, but it feels easier. The hard part is these corners. They will always be the hard part. I think it also doesn't help that Dingo isn't the greatest at turning, though that said, he did a pretty good job there. That wasn't too bad. Look at you. Dingo, you did pretty good. Yeah. Anyway, that's done. Enough of that noise. Whatever that was, let's stop making it. It's so satisfying. It is so immensely satisfying. There you go. Look at that. Ooh. Oh yeah, of course I got a trophy. I got a 35 there though, that's pretty good. Solid 40 coins. Thank you very much, game. Very much appreciate that.
Papu not himself today. Maybe Papu not eating a big breakfast. You are fast for being so small. Here's key to help. Oxide much bigger problem for you. Him not as big, but him much more grumpy.
I love the cutscenes in this game. They've really done an incredible job on them. There's so much life poured into them. I love it. But I think this is where we're going to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, leave a like, subscribe, share the video around. I have a Twitch, a Twitter, and a Patreon if you would like to help support me or the channel. Would very much appreciate it if you do, but obviously not required. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time, I guess. And I think we're going to be polar. I think that'll be a nice one. You know, in Iceland. Polar time. Good stuff. And we've unlocked Papu. Yeah!